My name's Brooklyn. Welcome back to Sewing with me. I am going to show you in just this quick little tutorial how to add little labels like these to your quilts and other projects. I'm going to be showing you on Sarah Hart's labels, which is a brand that I'm totally obsessed with, and I have so many in my shop. This one says made by grandma. This is my daughter's little tiny blanket made by her grandma. I also made her a hat yesterday even, which was really fun, and I just thought adding these little tags was such a good little addition. So I'm going to show you how to sew them into a quilt. So there's a few different types of labels that you'll need to know about. There's like a billion different styles you can get with like sayings, custom ones, whatever. So this is called a double fold label, where the top and bottom are made so that they won't fray. And it's designed to especially sew in on these outside edges here. You don't have to sew around the edge, the top and bottom, but you can. This is a double fold label, and this is what I'm going to be working with. This is like an organic one, and so these edges do fray, but this top and bottom doesn't. So that's the one I'm actually going to be sewing in to this project. This is called a single fold label, and there is like a print on one side and then the back side's blank. It's made to sew in. Again, you can do it however you want, but you definitely need to sew this part in. So that's like a tag style, which is what I put on my daughter's hat, which I know is not a costume, but to me, or to her, she just liked that there was a ghost on it. So that's what's on her hat. Her blanket has a double fold style that we sewed all the way around so it wouldn't come up, but you could make it so that there's like a gap here. And like I said, I'm gonna be sewing in this label, which is not the same year that we are currently in, but I made this quilt in 2024, and I got these labels after I made the quilt and I needed to add them all in. So I'm going to pick a corner. This corner is pretty inconspicuous. The main thing that you wanna do is thread color. So I'm lucky on this one because it is a beige on the front and it's in this spot on the backing, not the whole backing because we went a little bit crazy, it was fun. But this spot is also a beige color. So I'm gonna sew it onto the back, and I'm just gonna tuck it in this little spot next to the binding. If you're doing this as you go, you can always sew, you can kind of like tuck this into the binding itself before you sew it down, and that just makes it a little extra secure. But you can also always go back and add them. So I am picking thread color. For my top thread, I want it to be what matches this. So this is this off-white or beige color. My back thread, I want it to match whatever fabric it's hitting, which in this case is also the same color. So that's what I'm gonna be working with. On this one, I did a beige top and a beige on the bottom thread, which if I didn't point that out to you, I bet you wouldn't have ever been able to notice that that's there. But this little rectangle is from sewing in the label. Now my stitch length is set to be pretty small. I have it like 3 notches below, or 3 like button clicks, I don't even know, beneath the automatic set. And I am just gonna do a straight stitch and go all the way around this label. And I love using magic pins for this because, I mean, they're not okay. They're called magic pins. It's the brand magic pins because they're so flat that they fit under your machine way better than like a standard ball pin does. So these are like all I really use, especially for things like this. You also want to make sure that your needle is in the down position so that when you are sewing, you can pause and turn and your needle holds your whole quilt and everything in place. When I come to the edge, I just do 1 stitch to be off of the label, so like just barely off, and a back stitch to get me back on, and then I turn it again. Okay, see how easy that was? We just added that little label. It didn't interrupt the quilting at all, and it's just a really subtle thing, but when you see it, it just brings so much joy. So I love labels. Like I said, I have so many different kinds in my shop, and you are gonna be able to find exactly what you need for the kind of projects that you make.